One of my good friends is a narcoleptic. A narcoleptic. It's the craziest shit. One minute we're having a conversation like everything is completely normal. And then the next thing I know, I'm having sex. Did everybody get that one? If you didn't get that last joke, don't worry. This next joke is just like it, only dumb. One of my old friends from high school now works as a doctor in the emergency room. He once told me that 25% of his job is pulling strange objects out of people's asses. We don't talk much anymore. But I see him all the time. If you didn't get either joke, how did you figure out Netflix? All right, guys, listen. Jokes are all well and good. I'd like to take a couple minutes right now and talk about something that is important to me. And I will preface this by saying there's a lot of people right now who say that stand-up comedians should just stick to comedy and not talk about anything else. I disagree. I think that stand-up comedy doesn't always have to be funny. Stand-up comedy doesn't always have to be entertaining. Sometimes it's about speaking truth to power. Sometimes it's about pointing out wrongs in the world, even though it might not be popular. So please, indulge me. With all the terrible things going on in America right now, and you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. With all the terrible things going on in this country right now, the thing that drives me the most crazy are the people who see all this awful stuff happening and they still flip out over the little things. My biggest pet peeve in America today are people who see all this horrible stuff going on and yet they still overreact to shit that just does not matter. For example, have you ever dropped a baby? Holy shit, do people overreact. You drop a baby in America today, I swear, people hit the roof before the baby even touches the floor. And it's not a big deal. How do I know? Because I do it all the time. In fact, I don't think I've ever held a baby to completion. And you might be thinking, Anthony, how could you drop a baby? You ever held a baby? How could you not? It's so easy. It's a two-step process, maybe less. Should you ask Anthony, why would anyone ever let you hold their baby? The answer is simple. Negligence. I love it. It's a hobby. The only negative, the only drawback as far as I'm concerned, the embarrassment. People try to shame you when you drop their baby. even though I almost always make it look like an accident. That's why this is so great. You ever do this? You ever drop a baby? And then scoop it right back up before anybody sees you? No shit. Best feeling in the world. You just hand the baby back and no one is the wiser. Especially not that baby. Happened to me just last weekend. I was at a party. One of my friends came up and said, Anthony, I gotta go to the bathroom. Will you hold my baby? And I tell the truth. I'm always 100% honest. I say, yeah. For a little bit. Held that baby 30, 45 seconds, a personal best. Dropped the baby. Scooped it right back up before anybody saw me. And it was close, too. Had to run down 3 flights of stairs. I don't like racism. Thank you. I don't get it. Why would you hate? Why would you choose to hate? Why would you choose to hate an entire group of people just because of the way they all behave? I don't know about y'all. Seems pretty narrow-minded to me. Now, racism, of course, is starting to become a problem in this country. I was doing some research. Found out one of my family members used to own slaves. I couldn't believe it. My own brother. I did even more research, went even deeper into this bit, found this out. This is a fact. Did you guys know there are actually more slaves in the world today than any other point in time? A higher number of slaves in the world right now than any other period in history. You think your job is bad? Imagine counting slaves. If you're not laughing at this one, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I'm not trying that joke out. I am showing off. Now, I, of course, do not consider myself to be a racist person, but I get mad when people tell me that I can't understand racism. I understand racism just fine. I once got beaten up by a pack of skinheads. Beat the shit out of me. I was in the hospital for a week. I mean, it was a brutal initiation. Now, we like to have fun. But in all seriousness, you do have to be very careful telling ironically racist jokes once you get to my level. When you're a bad comedian, you can say whatever you want. I mean, that's true freedom. You've seen those losers. They can fly. Once you get to my level, now you've got a responsibility. You know? Like, I once told an ironically racist joke on television. The next day, I got a fan letter from a white supremacist in Jacksonville, Florida. Bone-chilling. He just started praising me. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for not denigrating the great white race. Thank you for making fun of all the other races the way that it should be. And can I pay you $100,000? Come down to Jacksonville, Florida, do a private show just for me and my white supremacist buddies. I wrote him back right away. And I said, absolutely not. You are against every single thing that I stand for, you cheap piece of shit. Look, I mean it. I consider myself to be a modern man. I try to be tolerant of all different races, cultures, religions. Not so much religions, but the other two for sure. But I'm not always at my best. Sometimes I make mistakes. For example, every single day. Every single day in Los Angeles, my Latino neighbor tries to talk to me. I don't understand shit. 9 times out of 10, I am polite. I smile and I nod. But the other day I was tired, I was hungover, I'd smoked some pot, taken a handful of pills, and I was not at my best. And I just snapped. And I said, hey, asshole, this is America. I don't speak sign language. Now that is a fun joke for me. You think I'm about to make fun of Latinos, I take a hard left. Smack the shit out of the deaf. For almost no reason.